spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report the work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. First play, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets us just shy of the 35 to the 34. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Steps away. Jefferson with a great grab. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually
pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Now the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year is James Conner. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield where they're blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, Charles, you know, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Murray's throw taken in by Green here.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. This will be caught by Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
1st and goal from the 6.
They'll run here with Conner.
Man.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, shit.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
All right.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. And that one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 4th down, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Cousins throws pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, my. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd down, Cousins again.
And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. Wow. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Wow. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Crash of bodies here, and he's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Cousins flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 2nd and inches, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And a strong run there as he maneuvered his way down inside the 15.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Touchdown.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
KJ Osborne,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Vikings have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray now.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Murray a give. This is counter.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And the Cardinals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And out now come the Vikings. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Cousins. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They run again on first down. Cook, and he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
For the 3rd time in his career, we saw Marcus Golden record double-digit sacks. 11 of them in 2021, good for 11th overall in the NFL. Talk about someone who plays with a high motor. This guy is wide open on every snap.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Yeah. Oh, my
God.
God.
It doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So out now come the Cardinals.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Murray. This one swung out to Williams. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We start with a couple of longtime adversaries in the NFC. Chicago heading down to AT&T Stadium to take on Dallas. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Emmanuel Sanders, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to Tampa. Check on the Bucs at home.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Murray now on first down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And snaps a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try to run it. This is Connor.
Nope.
And the D not yielded much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold it to a short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will go right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this throw is complete.
Wow, what the fuck?
The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone, and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Joseph's got it. And that one got this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So that's, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins. 1st and 10. The drive will start with Connor. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run the option.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Cousins on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Cousins. And Thielen. Touchdown Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Where do you see it? Touchdown.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
Touchdown.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for him.
Oh, my God.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, Murray.
Come on.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Williams. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Connor up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Murray now to throw.
Oh, man.
Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. They go play action. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Cousins now. And
Oh, my God.
intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Oh, my God.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Quickly to feel him here. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are once again back in front. Well, the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 27-24. 2:05 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your resets. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Murray to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He's unable to complete it there. And just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Murray.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Murray. And the reception Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And this will be swung out here for counter.
Come on, man.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Still time to go for the win, but they've got to get up and spike it quickly. Flushed out right.
Fuck, you gotta be kidding me. Fuck, man.
Wow, wow. Now Prater to add the PAT.
That's it.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Come on, man.
Incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Cardinals, they